Was a family of trumpeter swans. They spent their summer in northern Canada. The mother had 5 siblings. The fifth was named Louis. Louis was kind and beautiful, but he could not speak, and it took Louis's family a few days to discover that. While the trumpeter swan family was in northern Canada, they did lots of things. Louis's father taught Louis how to fly, and Louis's mother taught Louis how to swim. Louis is a kind trumpeter swan. Louis is brave. One way that he was brave was that he went away from Red Rock Lakes by himself. Louis is determined. When Louis learned to fly, he and his family went to Red Rock Lake for the winter. There he meets a female named Serena by Lily.
Louis goes to Sam's house in Sweetgrass County because he thinks Sam can help him communicate with his family. Sam thinks Louis should go to school. Louis goes to school. At first, the teacher does not want to help. Then she realizes Louis is smart, so she teaches him to read and write. Louis is at school for 1 year. When he gets back to Red Rock Lake, he realizes that the other swans can't read. He feels disappointed.
Louis's dad, DeCon, decides he should go to Billings, Montana to get Louis a trumpet. He wants to get Louis a trumpet because Louis does not have a voice, and he wants to help him be able to communicate. Louis's dad flies all the way to Billings and finds a music store that sells trumpets. He breaks through the glass window of the store and grabs a trumpet in his beak. On his way out of the window, he cuts himself under his wing. He is very dramatic about this. He then flies back to Red Rock Lake and presents a trumpet to Louis. Louis is thankful for the gift. The cob feels deplorable and very guilty about stealing the trumpet, but he is happy that his son will be able to speak with the instrument.
Sam Beaver got Louis a job at Camp Koo-Koos-Koos as a bugler to pay his father's debt. Camp Koo-Koos-Koos is in Ontario, Canada. Applegate Skinner is a camper at the camp. Louis saves Applegate's life even though Applegate doesn't care for birds. Louis gets a medal for saving Applegate's life. Louis earns $100. At the end of the summer, Louis asks Sam to go into the tent with him and asks him to cut his feet so that he could play every note on the trumpet so that he could get more trumpet jobs. Louis leaves camp with many things around his neck, like a slate and chalk pencil, a life-saving medal, his money bag, and his trumpet. He is heading for Boston.
Louis leaves Camp Koo-Koos-Koos and flies to Boston, hoping he will find a new job playing the trumpet. He tries out and then is offered a job playing the trumpet with the swan boats in the Boston Gardens. The boatman who runs the boats says he will pay $100 for 1 week. The boatman offers to pay for Louis to stay at the Ritz Hotel so that Louis will be safe. Louis has never been to a hotel before and orders 12 watercress sandwiches from room service. He sleeps in the bathtub and then asks to return to the lake. Once Louis starts working with the boatman, the swan, a newspaper article is written about him, and he becomes famous. At the end of the week, he earns $100 in cash. Because Louis is now famous, he is offered another job playing the trumpet in a jazz band in Philadelphia. He is offered $500 a week for 10 weeks. He decides to take the job because he still feels guilty about his father's debt and wants to make lots of money to pay for the stolen trumpet. Louis needs a place to stay in Philadelphia, so he goes to the Philadelphia Zoo and makes a deal that if he plays a free concert on Sunday afternoons, he can stay there, and they won't clip his wings. Louis gets rich in Philadelphia.
Louis started as a baby cygnet with no voice. He grows up while on an exciting musical adventure. His journey takes him many places, but he ends back where he started, with his family and friends and a trumpet as a voice.
This story ends in a very happy way, all starting on a stormy day. Serena, the love of Louis's life, alone in a windy storm, got blown and became Louis's wife. Sam Beaver comes and helps them out, a true friend without a doubt. They fly home to Red Rocks Lake. The money Louis has earned, his father does take, with no more guilt and no more fear. Louis's mind is now clear. He starts a new family with lots of laughter, and everyone lives happily ever after. Louis starts as a baby cygnet who has no voice. He grows up while on an exciting musical adventure. His journey takes him many places, but he ends up back where he started, with his family and friends and a trumpet as a voice.